tell you a little bit about our top 10 oils. Lavender is so good for your skin. When I get a burn, the first thing I do is grab my lavender oil, and it helps to remove the sting from that burn. Lavender is also good for your skin in general, so any kind of itching, any kind of rash, any kind of bite, we like to use lavender. The cool thing about oils is that they have so many chemical properties from nature, just from the plants themselves, that they can serve so many different functions. Lavender is also really good for calming and for helping you rest at night. So lavender is a must-have. Lemon is a favorite. People love, so our citrus fruits, the oil comes from the rind, not from the juice. So anytime it calls for lemon peel, you can substitute a drop of our lemon oil for a teaspoon of lemon peel. I like to use lemon for my lemon bars. I love to cook with it, but I also love to clean with it. It's really a wonderful cleaner, antimicrobial, antibacterial, cleans, does a great job with cleaning. And the other cool thing about lemon is that if you ever have one of those labels, you know how when you buy a frame for a picture, a frame for a gift, and they put the sticker right on the front of it and you can't get it off? Lemon is amazing for removing any kind of sticky substance. So I use it all the time to get labels off, things like that. It's amazing. It's also great for polishing your furniture. Melaleuca or tea tree. And that one is really, really good for your skin. For my grandkids, I like to make a spray with lavender and melaleuca, call it the boo-boo spray. Spray it on when they get cuts or scrapes. It's also really good for your scalp and can help prevent some of those little crawling things that we don't like around, and we like to do that. Just put a drop in your shampoo and use that for your, if you had itchy scalp, anything like that. It's really good for your scalp. Melaleuca is also good to put on if you've got something going on your, I like to use it on my feet, keep my feet clean and healthy. So Melaleuca is a really great oil. Peppermint is probably one of our most versatile oils. It is used for, you can use it for head tension. If you've got a little thing going on and you just don't feel good in your chest area, swallowing, you can use it directly that way. You can put a drop in some water and swallow it down. It helps with digestion. Peppermint is also good. Any of the mints keep you awake, are uplifting. And so when I'm driving and I get a little sleepy, I'll put a little drop of peppermint on my tongue, and that helps wake me up. If you're in a meeting that's a little boring and you find yourself snoozing a little bit, just use that peppermint to keep you looking alert there. Peppermint's a wonderful oil. It's also really good for motion sickness. So my granddaughter has a really hard time on a boat we were on, and she just kept smelling the peppermint for that whole hour we were going to our little destination, and it really helped her with her motion sickness. Now, oregano is a really common herb that we cook with, but in the pure oil form, it's very, very potent. Oregano is one that you really need to dilute heavily. So I like to take maybe 6 to 10 drops and put it in a roller ball and fill the rest with coconut oil. And oregano I use immediately if I start not to feel well. It's really a strong oil that comes to the aid of your body and helps it fight whatever's going on there. Also, you can be using it for cooking, but a little warning again, it's very potent. 1 drop of oregano in your pot of spaghetti. And when you're cooking with essential oils, if possible, you want to add them at the end so that they're not boiled. Breathe is for all things respiratory. So I like to have a roller ball of that, and I like to put it on my chest if I'm, feeling kind of croupy or feeling kind of congested there. Breathe is also good just to clear the air in your, put it in your diffuser. Some people really like to keep their airways more open at night, so they'll put it in the diffuser by their bed so that they can sleep better and not get clogged up as they're sleeping. Breathe is wonderful for people that just suffer with all kinds of respiratory issues. That's our go-to. On Guard. On Guard is really our fighter oil, I like to call it. We use it to keep our immunity up. On Guard, it has clove, which is really high in antioxidants. It's become such a popular oil that we've made a number of products with it. I like to use it on a daily basis as a preventative to just keep myself well. It's really, really, really helpful for that. Frankincense is our king of oils, we call it. If you remember, what they brought to baby Jesus was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Who knew frankincense and myrrh are both essential oils? Frankincense has really been proven to help keep your cells healthy, help them fight and destroy the unhealthy cells. I use this on a daily basis as well. I make an immunity blend with the On Guard, frankincense, melaleuca, and lemon, and I use that daily just as a preventative to stay well. I find that that blend is really, really helpful for so many families. So many people are just amazed how it can help keep their immunity high. Frankincense is also really good for your skin. It's also good for your emotions. It's a very calming oil. I like to use frankincense at night in my diffuser while I sleep. Love frankincense. If in doubt, use frankincense. The next oil is Digestzen, and this is truly the oil that started my essential oil journey. I had a lot of stomach aches and stomach problems, and I find that when I use Digestzen, it helps to bring soothing to my stomach. You can take it internally. You can drink a couple drops in some water, or you can make the roller ball and roll it on your stomach as needed. I've been known at restaurants to, if I overindulge or don't feel well after I eat, to just put it right on my stomach right then, and it's very soothing to your digestive system. Deep Blue is a favorite for people who have trouble with sore muscles, sore joints, just any soreness like that in general. And with the oil, again, we're going to make it into a roller ball, dilute it with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, and apply where you need it. And the one thing I will say about Deep Blue is I tried it recently after a hot shower, and it really intensified the feeling of it. In fact, I didn't like it that way, so I try and use it just normally, not after a shower. It's like a healthy kind of heat and cold feeling without the chemicals that sometimes come in those products. So it's become one of my personal best sellers, probably because my friends are a little older and we have a little more aches and pains. So those are the top 10 oils that doTERRA has.